Hello and welcome to Amethyst Style Crafting. My name is Jane Ormark and I'm a UK independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. And today we're doing another Christmas card and we're using all sorts of different bits and pieces, but the star of the show, excuse the pun, is the Starlit punch, which punches out 6 stars in one punch. And we're going to start with that by using some, the metallic shimmer paper is a returning favourite. So it's in the mini catalogue and we used it the other day and it's lovely. It has, and I don't know whether you can actually see it, but it has this brushed look about it. So it's not too sort of stark. Really lovely. I've still got some from last year. I'm certainly going to be getting some more, but we are going to just punch out a group of stars. So just once. Now I'm having to stand up purely because as I was saying to you the other day, I got some tendinitis in my elbow, my right elbow, and I'm right-handed, which is a bit frustrating. So I have to be just a little bit cautious. So that's that one. And then I've got some glimmer paper. Again, we've got some colours in the new catalogue. This is one that I've had for a long time because, again, all of our products just last forever and ever. So, well, not forever, but, you know, you can be quite frugal with it. So I'm just, again, punching those out. So we've got 2 different stars. Take that out carefully. So I've punched that out. Now you can use whatever you've got. So if you've got some glitter paper in or glimmer paper in different colours, you can use that. If you've got different sort of golds, if you've got silvers, it's entirely down to you. What you want to do is you're going to have 2 different colours. So I would suggest a glittery one of some sort, and then oh, I missed one. How did I manage to do that? I've missed the bottom of that one. I'm going to have to do it again. I obviously slipped out at the bottom. Let me just try and do that one again. That was me with my hand. It doesn't matter because let's take that up to there and see if I can just do it flying about everywhere. But as I say, just take a sheet and go through and just cut out all the stars. So I'm just going to put that down here. And what we need to do then is we need to get the gold one we're going to have underneath and the silver one we're going to have on top. And we're literally just going to take, now you can use a glue dot, because that doesn't take as long to dry. In fact, I normally use Tombow, which is my wet glue, and I leave it a little while to dry. However, I have got quite a few of the glue dots, so let me just take a glue dot for these, and we're literally just going to put a glue dot in on the centre, or roughly the centre of the bottom one, and then we are going to offset this. So if you look at the points here, you want to have the point running through literally just across on there, and then, as I say, because it's on the glue dot, it will just stick quite nicely. So you've then got one star that looks like that. Let's take the gold one, the one that I got sort of half and half off of, and I'll show you with Tombow, because you can use whatever glue or adhesive you've got. So I tend to just put a little blob in the centre, and then you can again offset it. The good thing about the wet glue is that it allows you to wiggle it about a bit. So if you're not completely accurate which I don't tend to always be. See, I've got a smaller point at the bottom than the top, so slide it around until you get it exactly where you want it. Whoops, seeing that's over that way. And then you just need to let it dry a bit, because the metallic is slightly sort of slippery at the bottom. So you know, work your way through on these. What I tend to do is I will sit of an evening with a tray and just do a few of them, and you know, let them dry. If you're in a rush, as I say, use glue dots, and you're just offsetting each one of them and putting them across so that you have just a pretty little star in on there. Slide it across a bit. Okay, and then just work your way through so you have a lot of different two-tone stars. It gives just a little bit of extra depth to them. Now I'm going to move that out of the way because I've actually done some already. So let's bring these out. So what I've done is on each one of them, I have just made myself the stars. Okay, so they're ready to go. Then we are going to take some, I've taken one sheet of this paper and I've cut 4 bases in 2 different sizes, and we've got strips over which I will use for other things, so you can do at least 1, 2, 3, 4 plus a couple of strips, so potentially 6 cards. And then out of the strips down the end, I've just cut a whole pile of circles out, and it's the circles we're going to use today. The paper is, so I've left it out so you can see it. It is the Expressions in Ink, the Speciality Designer Series paper, and there's 2 sheets of this gold in it, so I'm using that. Again, you don't have to go and buy new things all the time. You know, yes, we have some lovely new Designer Series paper, and if you haven't bought a lot, then, you know, feel free, but I like to be able to show you ways of being able to do things with the papers we've got that you can take up till Christmas time and just give a different look. Now I'm adding a gold frame to it, and what I've done is I've used our circle dies, and I've used the largest circle, and I cut a whole circle out. Okay, and I could have stuck that on top, but I didn't want to waste the metallic paper because it is absolutely lovely. So I took the next circle down in the layering circles and just cut that middle out, because that then gives me, and again out of 1 strip, it gave me 3 of the large ones, 4 smaller ones, but it means that I've got these to work on with another card. So, you know, try and be sort of as frugal as you can. Now, again, this looks lovely as it is, but we can fancy this up a bit. So I am looking at we want some fairly small words. So the words in The Stars Are Shining, which coordinates with the punch, are lovely, but they're a little big to be able to fit in here. However, the Peaceful Deer, there's some lovely ones, and I've taken this one out. I can't even remember what it said, but I thought, oh, I'll take that out because I think that that will work quite nicely. I need to put it onto a block, so let's put it onto a block like this. So it relaxes, and then I can pick it up, and it says, it's the best time of year. Yes, Christmas time, the best time of year. And I'm going to be using, you can use Memento, you can use any good black ink. So I'm using a good black ink, and I'm just stamping it up in the black. And then I am going to, I'm going to take no, I'm not going to take a scrap. This one can go now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it down a bit because I need to get my head in to be able to see to get it straight. but you're going to line it up in between and just put "It's the best time of the year." And you can put it, so I'm just going to put it all the way down. You can use the Stamparatus if you want to, but you don't actually have to on this. It's a fairly simple thing to do. You're literally just going to run it down, so as if the paper had the words running through, and it just makes it look a little bit pretty. Now obviously the bit at the bottom is not going to come out as well, or you're not going to get all of it, but that's fine. So you can line that up, so you've basically got "It's the best time of the year" running down through the center. So it just adds a little bit of extra something to it. And one of the reasons that I've done that is because I am using black cardstock as my mat. I could have used the gold, but again, I'm trying to be a bit frugal with this, the metallics, and so didn't want to, you know, start using a big piece. So I have, this will need a little time to dry, so we'll put it just off at the side for the moment, and we'll get our card base in. And I have done another one with, which I know is dry, and it's only because this paper is slightly shiny, it might take a little while to dry. So this one I did earlier on, and I've just put "Let's Celebrate" on there. So, you know, you can put whatever words you want on there, actually. You could just put, you know, "Merry Christmas," or you want something that is a long word and, you know, doesn't sort of go down. So I've got a piece of black as my base, and I will probably cut some frames out of there, so I won't glue that down. And then I've got my piece of basic white, and that is the normal 1/4 inch smaller. So I do my mats and then I make my base a 1/4 inch smaller. We're going to take the "Let's Celebrate" and we're going to put that down in on the center like that. So get it as straight as you can. And then we're going to put the frame in over the top. So that gives it a one-layered look and makes it, just gives it a little bit of extra on there. Then we can take these stars and we can put the stars in on top. So I'm actually going to start gluing this part together. I'm not going to do the base because, as I said, I am going to be cutting something out of that base because I think black is quite nice against gold. So this, I just need to get some wet glue in on the back, and we'll do this bit first so we can get this straight. So whenever I'm doing a frame, I always do the center part in first, and I'm going to try and get it as, it's going to be a little bit higher, but only a little bit, because I think I'm going to put another sentiment down at the bottom. So we'll put that in as close to the center as we can and glue that down. And then we're just going to get the little frame. And again, you can do it, if you wanted to do the whole thing in the double-sided sticky sheets, you can. Wet glue for me is just so good because it will go, you've got a nice fine nozzle on this, so you can in fact just glue everything right the way round, and it is fairly straightforward and easy to do. So this is going to go in on here. We just need to make sure that it's nicely lined up before we seal it down. And then you've got that nice disc coming through on there, which I think looks really rather good. Okay, so then we can have that on our base, and as I say, I would glue it on, and I quite like the black. We could have had this part in black, but I just wanted the words lifted enough for me Then I'm going to take these stars, and you can take them up with some wet, with some dimensionals. I'm literally just going to glue them down, because as I've said to you before, if you're posting a lot of things, then you don't necessarily want to have, that's going to go straight down sort of in the center, so I can have it just crossed a little bit so that these 2 points come up so that it looks as if it's the one star, which is rather good. So we've got that in the center, and then I can choose 2 of these to go. I'm going to have one at the top, probably this one, and I'm going to have this one, I think, down at the bottom. Just need to make sure that that's just stuck down. The wet glue's just come out, so we're going to have this one at the top here. These make lovely little starry embellishments. It's such a great punch, and punches are so versatile because, you know, you can take them with you anywhere. So you can sit in front of the television punching. Whoop, good job that fell down. It's like butter, doesn't it? Buttered bread or buttered toast. It always falls the wrong way around. This one actually fell the right way. So again, I'm putting this up at the top, and I'm putting it just offset, so we've got the twinkle at the top, and then I'm going to put the smaller one down at the bottom. So just a little bit of wet glue on here, and we'll have this one down at the bottom like that. Whoops, turn it round so I've got it where I want it. Okay, now if you want to make sure that they're well pressed down, just turn it over. Need to be careful because I've got some stamping on there, and you can just make sure by going over the opposite side that it's nicely stuck down, and then that can then go in on there like that. Okay, so we can add, we can leave it like that, or we can add one more sentiment, because I really like the, you see, that would work quite well for an anniversary because it just says let's celebrate. But I do like, where am I? This one, which is Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. And I just love the words on that. I think that that's lovely. So this one's got to go with that one. This is my Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. And again, that's the stars are shining. So, you know, don't be afraid to mix and match things. This one goes with it because it's a twinkle twinkle. I'm going to turn around and lay it down first and pick it up so that, as I say, it's going to go, and that's going to go just down at the bottom. So I'm going to take my good black ink, stamp that up, and I want to put that, I'm going to take it off the base so I know it's perfectly flat. And then I'm just going to line that up at the bottom there with the Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Twinkle Twinkle Christmas Star. I just love that. Okay, so we've then got that on there. And then if we put this together, so I can put this in on here. And you've got a really lovely sort of twinkly look to it, quite sort of classical. And then just as a little sort of flourish, you can put some, where are we? This would definitely need to have some of our rhinestones because they have that silver twinkly look out of them. Let's just put those over there for a minute. So I'm going to take, have I got a take your pick tool ready? Let me put that thing in on the glue. I don't want that glue going over. Yes, let me take my take your pick tool, and then we can, you can take it on either side actually. sometimes we take it on the spatula side. And I want the little ones, I don't want big ones. So we'll have the little ones, and I'm just going to ease it up. Actually, I'm going to use the pointy end. It's entirely up to you which ends you use. I really like just using the pointy end on this. You can use the putty end as well, but I'm quite used to doing it with this little endy piece. So I might actually take them out across on the top of here. So I'm going to have one there, and then I'm going to have one. Oops, take that out a minute, get it up. I'm going to have one down here in off the bottom here. And then my third, because of the triangle to balance it, is going to come in on there on the inside. So that's going to come on that edge. So that just finishes it off and gives that really sort of beautiful sort of classic look. And as I say, I've put Let's Celebrate on this one. I've put on this one, which was the one that we did, It's the Best Time of the Year. There's lots of others that you could choose from this particular one, because the wording is quite small. So we could have Merry Christmas all the way down. You could have From All of Us, if it's you know, coming from a family to a you know, somebody. You could also add, and this was something I was thinking of doing, but as always I get started then I forget to do it. You could add some of the, this is the shimmer ribbon in the gold. You could add that down the center to add even more gold to it, and then put that in over the top. I think it looks lovely as it is. I like something that has enough sparkle on it, but not sort of over the top. And I think that for me is just a beautiful classic looking Christmas card. So as always, thank you so much for watching me. Please stay safe, please stay well, and look forward to seeing you soon. Bye bye.